I just got back to the lab, and I want to show you some really interesting things that the lab is kind of like the home. So I come to the lab very often, and then like the experiments are all done in the lab. One half of my studio is like a design one, the other half is the lab. Let me find them. So okay, let me switch the camera.
Let's see.
So this is the lab, and so this part is the lanai where they have all the squid.
Yes.
You can see the sea, you can see the ocean there.
Amazing. Yes.
And during the day, the squid hide in the sand, and it's very hard to find them. But I spotted one here, and it just inked a little bit.
Yes.
So you can see that they will carry a bunch of sand on their body, like suck them out so that they can camouflage. My work, maybe you have seen that on the first day, is I'm going to have this white sand, and also the other half is the black sand from the big island, and then put them side by side, and then have the squid live in that sand. So meanwhile, they will carry the sand around, like on their body, regardless of what color of the sand is. Like, and in a way that's like a lot of me. So I will put the sand in different shape, like some could be like America and China. The concept is in a way that we induce a lot of these meanings on the color and the shape, but to this species, to the squid, it doesn't matter. And they will just carry the sand around and kind of do a painting in their way, like mix the black with the white, mix the white with the black. And then I will have a time lapse, and then in the end, there's like a painting painted by them out of the sand. And in a way, I also feel about it. Like I'm born in China, I come to US, like as an immigrant, take some part of the China part of me, come to the US and spread it around, and also take some of the US part on my body and like back and forth. And,
yes, you are in between, like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like I have four projects around the cephalopods. That's one of it. Yeah.
So the one is specifically with this kind of squid, and then you have the dance, which is mimicking the octopus movements, right?
Yeah. So this is the squid part, and also the octopus part. It's the dance and about the Cthulhu scene. Try to connect them and see how do we design a better extinction that we can connect to the dominating species.
Yes. And is technology gonna be part of this work as well?
Yeah. So for the dance, part of the dance, one part is the dancer, like human, we humanly interpret the movement of the octopus dance, and the other is use AI to interpret. So I'm taking lots of and then feed into AI and then learn how octopus swim and then have a human image on it, and then it will generate a video that is looking like a human trying to swim like an octopus.
Sounds very inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So now which kind of collaboration do you have with the scientists?
Yeah, it's called Kevalo Marine Biology Lab at University of Hawaii.
Yeah.
So one is I have access to this squid, like live together with them, like come observe them every day, and also work collaboratively with the species, with this amazing species that I couldn't do otherwise. Like for example, the swimming around the nomad painting, it's like a collaborative piece with them, but not using them as a tool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the other side is I'm also trying to think with the bioluminescent bacteria. So that bacteria, the culturing, all that is coming from this lab.
Yes, that's also
the machine.
interesting part. Yes. How do you think art can help science, or vice versa? How do you think they can feed each other?
I hope so. That artists can, in a way, try to help the researchers look into their research in a different way, that jump out of their daily routine, their usual mindset of doing the research. Or for example, previously in my glacier work, I realized that as I talked to a lot of glaciologists, some of them I'm surprised that they haven't visited as many glacier as I did in the summer, especially the modelers. And like they said, my work kind of helped them to look at it in a very different way. That they do the modeling, but it's not the sentimental part. And I think art can help science to create more embodiment, more connection than the pure data, the science facts. So here, some researchers do the research on the squid, some algae or coral. For example, some of the research they're doing here, it's trying to see why the coral will bleach, why they die. Like you can see the coral here.
Yeah.
Or here.
I'm curious to know this part of the research as well now. You are showing me so many things now. I'm very curious. What is this?
So yeah, you can see the coral here.
Okay.
Oh, it's coral. Yeah. Coral in the ocean. And they grow on them like 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter square. And then here, they're giant. So they have to keep the shrimp the same size as the squid. And then when they grow this giant, they can't, the squid can't eat the shrimp anymore.
Yeah.
So they will just keep growing, and maybe later the human will eat them. And there's the other aquarium which has very vibrant, all kinds of corals. It's so beautiful. Everybody's super nice and open and collaborative.
Well, it sounds perfect. You have a lot of materials for your researches then.
Yeah.